Hi guys, we're back. Question number 4, בגרות תש"פ, חשבון דיפרנציאלי ואינטגרלי, שאלון 803. Number 4, נתונה פונקציה given the function f of x is equal to 5 over x plus 0.16 x בשנייה, 0.16 x squared. א', 1. מצא את תחום ההגדרה של הפונקציה. Find the תחום ההגדרה, the domain, the place where x exists, of the פונקציה. So we've said it over and over again. If you have a regular polynomial, it's going to be kol x. If we have a fraction, a shevel, it's going to be x cannot be whatever's in the bottom, which is generally just x. X cannot be 0. Whatever's in the bottom can't be 0. And if you have a shoresh, so something like this, so it's going to be x has to be greater than or equal to 0. Well, here we have x in the bottom, so therefore x cannot be equal to 0, and that is your answer for aleph. X cannot be equal to 0. Bet, מצאת האסימפטוטה, find the asymptote של הפונקציה of the function. המאונחת, which is perpendicular, which makes a 90 angle, let's see here, ha-x, okay, to the x-axis. Well, מאונחת, let's see our x, perpendicular to the x-axis, means it's going to be parallel to the y-axis. It's going to be במקביל, let's see her y. And we know that the answer is going to be x is equal to 0. X will be 0, meaning because Aleph told us that the total means x cannot be 0, that means that over here it's going to be that x has to equal 0. That's the place where the graph has an asymptote, where it's undefined and where the graph keeps on going, striving towards getting there, but never actually getting there. So we just answered Aleph and Bet. Gimel. Mitzad shiroi nekudat hakitzon. So this is a little bit different than what we've done before, in the fact that it says nekudat hakitzon, not nekudot hakitzon. That tells us it's a hint that it's only going to be one nekudat kitzon. Shall have function of the function, ukva et suga, and determine its type or her type, meaning is it a minimum or a maximum or a pitul. Okay, so we're going to do everything, every single step that we've done so far in the past, we're going to do it again. First, we're going to find the nigzeret. We're going to find the y tag. Well, nigzeret of 5 over x is minus 5 over x bashniya, minus 5 over x squared. And then we're going to find the nigzeret of the 6.16 x bashniya, which what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 times 0.16, and the x bashniya just becomes an x. This means that the y tag is going to be minus 5 over x bashniya plus 0.32 x. Okay, what are we going to do from here? We have to set that equal to 0. Excellent. Set it equal to 0. Now, what do we say? We don't like it when there's an x bashniya in the bottom. So we're going to multiply everything by x bashniya, which will leave us minus 5 plus 0.32 x bashlishi. Okay, here's an x bashlishi equals 0 times x bashniya equals 0. Okay, well, this is giving us a hint. It's not going to be nuschad shorashim because we have an x bashishi. We're going to have to use the bashishi button on our calculators. So we're going to have to get x bashishi by itself. So what are we going to do? We're going to add 5 to both sides. So we have 0.32 x bashishi equals 5. Then we're going to lechalek by 0.32 on both sides. So we have 5 l'chalik the 0.32, which will get us x bashishi equals 15.625. And then we're going to use that button on our calculators, and we're going to do the cube root, the shlosh root of x bashishi, which is, and the cube root of 15.625, and the cube root of that is going to be 2.5. So the x is equal to 2.5 of our nekudat kitzon. But what do we need to now have? Good, we need to get the y. Where do we put it to find the y? Excellent, the mishvah hariginali, the original. So we're going to plug it into the original. We're going to plug in 2.5 wherever we see an x. So 5 divided by 2.5 plus 0.16, 2.5 squared. Okay, I'm going to plug this into my calculator, and I'm going to get 3. If you didn't get 3, check calculator again. Now we have that our y was equal to, remember f(x) same thing as y is equal to 3, which means that we have our nekudat kitzon. Our nekudat kitzon is 2.5, comma 3. However, we need to figure out if it's a minimum or a maximum. So what am I going to do? I'm going to set up a tabla. I'm going to erase the board for now. We'll come back to it later. I just want to set up the tabla. and see what we know about that nekuda 2.5, 3. Here comes the tabla. We have our y and y tag. Okay, what do we have? Well, we have our 1 nekuda 2.53, and we also have from Aleph that x cannot be equal to 0. So I'm going to put that in red so I remember x cannot be equal to 0. I'm going to cross it out like this. Okay, what are we going to do next? Good, we're going to pick nekudot. So I'm going to pick -1, I'll pick 1, and I'll pick 3. Where are we going to plug those nekudot into? We're going to plug it into the y tag, exactly. So if you plug in -1 into the y tag, you're going to check if you get a minus number or a plus number, a number that's chili, negative, or chiyuvi. Pause the video. I'm going to just put in what we get. We get a minus number over here, which means that the graph is going down. Then when you plug in 1, again, I'm going to just do it on the video, but you can do it on your own. You're going to get a minus number and you're going to get going down. When you plug in 3, you're going to get a number that's chiyuvi, that's positive, and you're going to be going up. Now, if we were to sketch this graph, we have to sketch it just before we actually see what it is. Okay, we have 0, 0 is our asymptota. X equals 0, sorry, is our asymptota, so it's going to be like this. And we have a nekuda 2.53. I'm not sure exactly where it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 2.5 might be somewhere here, and 3 is over here, so it's over here. I know that before 0, 0, it's going down, so something like this, going down. And I know that 2.53 is a what, and that's what they asked us to find, going down, then going up. Okay, therefore it's going to be a minimum. Okay, minimum. So I'm going to draw as such, minimum at 2.53. This answers Gimel. Gimel asked us, what is the nekudat kitzon? 2.53, minimum. Okay, that will be your answer for Gimel. Dalet. Ezo min hagrafim, which of the graphim 1 through 4, shebesof hashela, at the end of the question, mitaer describes or depicts et grapha functia, the graph of the function f of x, nameka tshuvatech. Okay, explain your answer. Well, based on our drawing over here, we have, it looks very similar to number 2. Let's see which ones we can eliminate. Well, number one over here, the nekudat kitzon is underneath the x-axis, and we know that our nekudat kitzon is 2.53, so it's above, so we can eliminate number 1. Number 3, the nekudat kitzon is at minus 2.53, so we can eliminate that. And number 3, the nekudat kitzon is first of all on the zir ha'x, and second of all, it's a maximum. We didn't get a maximum, so it can't be that either. Which leaves us with number 2, which looks very similar to the drawing that we had over here. Now, last question. Hey, kama nekudot chituch yesh the graph of functia? How many nekudot chituch, how many intersection points does the graph of functia have with f of x with the ashal y equals 5? Now make a tshuvatech. Okay, so if this point over here is 2.5, 3, that means it's 2.5 over, right? And it's 3 up. Now, what does the line y equals 5 look like? The ashar y equals 5? Well, for 5, it looks like this. Y equals 5, right? Y equals 5 means a line that goes straight through the point 5 on the y. Well, it hits here once and here once, but don't forget that before the graph it was going down, right? So it's going down. So it's also going to hit here once. Okay, on this graph it's a little bit easier to see. It's going to go like this. 1, 2, and 3. So therefore your answer will be 3 nekudot chituch, or 3 intersection points. Hope this explained everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jlamathtutoring@gmail.com. Have a great day.